welcome.
Hello.
Welcome, Charissa, iPad C, and everybody in the building. Welcome. Are you ready? Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, teacher. Hello.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Who is that iPad Pro? What are you writing on my projector? Can you erase that? Can you erase that? Disable.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, hello.
Reading. Reading.
Reading. But this is the link.
Yes, reading from the website. Okay, I'll send the link later. Let's read first.
Okay.
We will read first before I send the link. I know if I send the link, you wait on doing the. So I want you all to be quiet and you listen to me, okay?
Okay. Okay.
I want you all to be quiet. So the title of the reading passage is Michael and his stomach. Michael and his stomach. Yes, I'm going to read first. So we have to read Michael and his problems, then answer true or false questions. Are you ready? Am I ready? Okay, let's go. You listen to me. Michael works in a restaurant in the center of Madrid, Spain. He goes to work at 5 p.m. But yesterday at 5 p.m., he wasn't on the bus. He was in a taxi going to the hospital. He was very sick. Usually he works in the kitchen all evening, but yesterday he wasn't in the kitchen. He was in the X-ray department of the hospital because the doctors were worried about his stomach pains. So Michael has stomach pains. Normally at 11 p.m., Michael takes a bus to go home after finishing at the restaurant. But yesterday at 11 p.m., he was still in the hospital and he was still unhappy and sick. He was in a bed and he was very hot. 102 degrees. Was he worried? Yes, he was. In the morning, he was better and the doctors were pleased. What was the problem? It was bad food from his restaurant. So the story is about Michael. So Michael ate some bad food from the restaurant and he got sick and he was taken to the hospital, okay? And Madrid works in a restaurant in the center of Madrid, Spain. Do you know Madrid?
No.
Real Madrid. Do you watch football?
Yeah.
Do you know Real Madrid?
I don't know.
Okay, which football team do you know?
Man City, Newcastle, Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea.
Wow, you know English teams only. Only English teams.
Liverpool. Liverpool, Man City, Man U.
Wow. So you guys watch.
Teacher, I write Sarah.
Okay, very good.
I write Sarah.
So you guys you like English teams?
I like Liverpool. I like Man City.
Okay.
I like Man U.
What about Spanish teams? Spain. Spanish.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Barcelona.
I don't know. Messi.
FC Barcelona. Yes. Yes.
Messi. What is you talking about?
I'm drinking wine.
Salad.
It's white wine. Who is going to read first?
Me. Me.
Okay, fast time. You read everything.
Picnic from because we play story.
Please, quiet some noise. I can hear some noise.
You.
I can hear some noise. Where is it? Okay, I'll mute everybody. Okay, I'll mute everybody. If I call your name, you speak, okay?
Teacher me, please.
Okay. What's your name?
Picnic.
Picnic, let's go.
Michael works in a restaurant in the center of Madrid, Spain. He goes to work at 5 p.m. But yesterday at 5 p.m. he was on the bus. He was in a taxi going to the hospital. He was very sick. Usually, he worked in the kitchen all evening, but yesterday he was in the kitchen. He was in the X-ray department of the hospital because the doctor were worried about his stomach pain.
Very good, very good. Very good job. Okay, someone should continue from the next paragraph. Normally.
Me.
Okay, normally. Let's go.
Normally at 11 p.m. Michael takes a bus to go home after finish at the restaurant. But yesterday at 11 p.m. he was still in a hospital. He was unhappy and sick. He was in a bed. He was very hot. -102 degrees. Was he worried? Yes, he was.
In the morning. Finish the last one.
In the morning, he was better and the doctor were pleased. What was the problem? It was bad food for his restaurant.
Very good. Who is next? Who is next? Harry Potter.
Me.
Okay, first, Tay, let's go.
Marsha work.
Michael.
Okay, Michael works in a restaurant in the center of Marin, Spain. He got to work at 5 p.m. but yesterday at 5 p.m. he was on the bus. He was in the taxi going to hospital. He was very sick. Yesterday he worked in the kitchen or everyone, but yesterday he was in the kitchen. He was in the X-ray department of the hospital because the doctor were worrying about his stomach pain.
Okay, very good. Super. Very good. Okay, Fasai, are you ready now?
Yes,
Okay, read the second paragraph.
normally at 1:11 p.m. Michael take a bus to go home after finish at the restaurant, but yesterday at 11 p.m. he was still in the hospital at, and he was still unhappy and sick. He was in a bed and he was very hot. Minus 102 degrees. Was he worried? Yes, he was. In the morning, he was better and the doctor were pleased. What was the problem? It was bad food from his restaurant.
Very good. Who is next? Who is next? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Radha, very picnic, Pasai, very good. Guys, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Charissa, hello.
Yes.
Okay, you read everything from the top to the bottom. Because
Okay.
very good.
Okay.
Let's go.
Michael's worked in a restaurant in the center of Madrid, Spain. He goes to work at 5 p.m. But yesterday at 5 p.m. he wasn't on the bus. He was in a taxi, goes to the hospital. He was very sick usually. He's worked in the kitchen all evening. But yesterday he wasn't in the kitchen. He was in the X-ray department of the hospital because the doctors were worried about his stomach pains. Normally at 11 p.m. Michael takes a bus to go home after finishing at the restaurant, but yesterday at 11 p.m. he was still in
Where is that? In the house.
He was still in the hospital and he was still unhappy and sick. He was in the bed and he was very hot, minus 102 degrees. Was he worried? Was he worried? Yes, he was. There. In the morning, he was better and the doctors were pleased. What was the problem? It was bad food from his restaurant.
That's good, very good, very good, very good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who is next? Sirat, read the first paragraph.
Can you help me, please?
Can I help you?
Yes.
Michael, let me
Michael worked in a restaurant in the
center.
center of Madrid. He got to work at 5 p.m. but yesterday at 5 p.m. he
wasn't
on the bus. He was in a taxi going to the hospital. He was very sick. Usually he worked in a kitchen all evening, but
Yesterday he wasn't in the kitchen. He was in the X-ray department of the hospital. Because the doctor was
Worried.
worried about his stomach ache.
Very good. That's okay. That's okay. Who is next? Who is next? I don't want to call your names. I don't want to call your names. I want you to opt to do it. I want you to volunteer to do it.
There is no one to read.
I don't want to call your names. I want you to volunteer. I want you to opt to do it by yourself. Okay, should I call your names now? Taradan Tan Tan Priyapon. Priyapon. Your name is sweet in my memory. It's easy for me to call your name.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, read from normally.
Normally at 11 p.m. เอ้ยไม่ใช่
Michael.
Normally at
11 p.m.
11 p.m.
Michael.
Michael take a bus to go home after finish at the
Restaurant.
restaurant. But yesterday at
11 p.m.
11 p.m. he
was still in the hospital.
still in the hospital and he was still unhappy and sick. He was in the bed and he was very hot, 102
Degrees.
green. Makes me worrying. Yes, he was in the morning. He was better and the doctor were pleased. What was the problem? It was bad food from his
Restaurant.
restaurant.
Okay, Priyapon. This word is was. It was.
What?
It was.
What?
Yeah, it was bad food. Okay, very good, Priyapon. Very good. Who is next? Naracha, let's go. Read the first paragraph. The first paragraph. Let's go.
Michelle worked in a restaurant in the
center.
center of Madrid, Spain. He got to work at 5 p.m. But
Yesterday.
at 5 p.m. he was on the bus.
Yeah.
He was in a taxi going to hospital. he was really sick. Usually, he worked in the kitchen or evening, but yesterday he was in the kitchen. He was in the
X-ray department.
X-ray department of the hospital
Because
the doctor were
worried
worried about his
stomach pains.
stomach pain.
Naracha, very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who is next? Who is next? Who is next?
Me.
Okay, Toro.
From Sinta.
Yeah, start from normally.
Normally at 11 p.m. Michael take a bath to go home after finishing at the restaurant, but yesterday at 11 p.m. he was still in the hospital and he was still up happy and sick. He was in a bed and he was very hot. 102 degrees. Was he worried? Yes, he was. In the morning, he was better. And the doctor refused was rest. The problem is it was the food from his restaurant.
Toro, very good. Who is next? Who is next?
Me.
iPad Pro.
Yeah.
Yes, Michael works.
Michael works in restaurant in the center of battle spread. He going to work at 5 p.m. But yesterday at 5 p.m. he went to the bus. He went in the taxi going to the hospital. He went very sick. And so he worked.
Usually,
He worked in the kitchen evening, but yesterday he was in the kitchen. He was in the X-ray department of the hospital because the doctor were worried about his stomach test.
very good.
Thank you.
iPad Pro, very good. Very
Thank
good.
you.
You're welcome. Who is next?
เขาอ่ะไปดีแล้วไม่โอ้โห
Kipopo. Kipopo, are you ready? Who is next? Who is next? We have 35 minutes. Who is next? We have 35 minutes. Should I call your names? Should I call your name? Should I call your name? Should I call your name?
Why?
Ah,
Why the
which name should I call?
I don't know.
Pakin. Pakin, are you ready? Pakin, are you ready?
No.
Okay. Who is ready then? Atifa is ready.
Teacher, where to read?
Okay. Okay.
ชิมอ่านไปยัง
Me, teacher. Future.
Future, okay.
No more. No more at 11 p.m. Michelle take a bus to go home after fishing at the restaurant. But yesterday at 11 p.m. he was still in the hospital and he was still unhappy and sick. He was in a bed and he was very hot. 102 Centigrade. Was he worried? Yes, he was. In the morning, he was better and the doctor were pleased. What the problem? It was bad food from his restaurant.
Wow. Very good. Very good. You speak like you're American.
แซน
Sen.
In a restaurant in the of the he got to work at 5 p.m. But yesterday at 5 p.m. he went on the bus. He went in a taxi going to the hospital. He went very sick. After
Usually.
he was in the chicken shop every day, but yesterday he went in the chicken. He went in the X-ray department of the hospital because in it the doctor will worry about his tumor.
Sen, very good. Very good. Kim, are you
ชิม
ready?
อะไรโอเค
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
What not in the normal? Mary at 11 p.m.
Michael. Michael.
My tail. Take a bath to go home after finish. At teacher help me please.
At the restaurant.
Restaurant.
But yesterday.
But yesterday at 11 p.m. He
was still in the hospital.
was still in the hospital. And and he was
Still
Still.
unhappy and sick.
so unhappy and sick. He was in a bed and he was very hot. 102 degrees. What he was yet he was
In the morning.
in
In the morning.
the morning he was butter
And the doctors were pleased.
and the doctor were pleased. What the problem is wet bad food for it. Teacher help me please.
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
Very good, Kim. Good job. Who is next?
C, are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, go.
Michael.
Michael worked in a restaurant in the
Center of Madrid.
center of Madrid. So
He goes to work.
he goes to work at 5 p.m. But
Yesterday.
at 5 p.m. he was not on the bus. He was in the taxi going to the hospital. He was very sick. Usually
Very good.
he was in the kitchen evening, but yesterday he was in the kitchen. He was in the hospital of the hospital because the doctor was worried about his
Stomach pain. Very good. C, very good. C and San. Very good. Who is next? 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 Nentida.
Yes, teacher.
Are you ready? Okay, please read this paragraph. Water is finished.
Teacher, help me, please.
Okay, let's go. Normally at 11 p.m.
Normally at 11 p.m.
Michael takes a bus
Michael take a boat
to go home after finishing.
to go home and finish
At the restaurant.
at the restaurant.
But yesterday at 11 p.m.
But yesterday, the 11 p.m.
Very good. He was still in the hospital. Still in the hospital.
Still in the hospital.
And he was unhappy and sick.
And he
Unhappy,
when
unhappy and sick.
unhappy and sick.
He was in a bed.
You were in the bed.
And he was very hot.
And you were very hot.
Minus 102 degrees.
102 degrees.
Was he worried?
When he worried,
Yes, he was.
yes, he will.
In the morning,
In the morning,
he was better.
he was better.
And the doctors were pleased.
And the doctor was pleased.
What was the problem?
What the problem?
It was bad food.
Did you
It was bad food from his restaurant.
from his restaurant?
Okay, very good.
Teacher,
Yes,
may I go to the toilet, please?
yes, you may. I'll send another link now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll send another link.